There, YouTube usage. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's go.
Matter of fact, you're gonna have to beat my hustle. Inspire me to elevate mine.
Let's go.
Welcome to the upside. Let's keep each other up. If you could do that, then you could come see about us.
Top of the day, y'all.
Feel me, man?
Grown folks music. Let's rock.
Yeah. You gotta come see about me. If you really want the truth, then ask me about me. And if you really want the smoke, they roll tree about me. You know I keep a young gunner pushing peep about me. You know God don't play, he keep it cheap about me. Hope you hoes burn your lip trying to get tea about me. If I said 2 o'clock, it's gonna be about 3. Might be fashionably late, but I leave out fleet. Come on, dawg. I gotta keep my collar clean. You niggas couldn't be me if it was Halloween. I see a lot of eye candy, sour power strings, but I need soul food, turkey, mac, collard greens.
Brooklyn
me
shit.
And Marion and yams, white Urus had to pull up on Marion a little lamb.
Best come out of Brooklyn,
night, I'm rocking a Marion leather pants and watch Puff Chef sprinkle rosemary over the lamb.
Let's go.
He told her no way. Well, tell Jose I got her. On the upside, baddies don't pay for nada. Rose Colada, Dose and Prada, Marion booby trap, giving Monet to Hada.
Let's
this
go.
is powerful. We got Diddy back outside. This is big money. It's like Citibank outside. Tell them boys who got coins, bring their piggy bank outside and come see about us. What would it be without us?
Now, baby. Anytime you want it.
Go.
Talking about a lifetime only.
FTC is in the building.
You've been feeling on my needs in my me time. Then proceed to push the speed. There's no decline.
Let's go.
Come and see about me. You know, a million a good mood. I bought a coast for you. Match that so we can have two.
What she said?
Come and see about me. You know, a million a good mood. You make a move, I make a move, we make a move.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? You beautiful, great people. I appreciate y'all for waking up. I appreciate everybody. I thank God for waking y'all up. And that's on my mother. I'm here. Somebody do me a favor and let me get the dice cubes and let me know that y'all hear me crystal clear. Well, always the queen already got me right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start this roll call because we got some great people in here this morning. You did? We got always the queen up in the building. We got my man Fire Drake up in the building. You dig what I'm saying? He says substance over drama. Nice title, Dice. That's a fact. We got Miss Pam up in the building. The Nile is in the building. Shout out to Wax AP. If y'all don't know, he is a grandfather again. Handsome little dude, yo. Handsome little dude. Shout out to Wax AP. Grandpapa, like he said. We got my baby. Keisha's in the building. I see you, girl. Nerd is in the building. We got Artist Morrison. Yeah! He in the building. My man Peoples 212 is definitely up in here with us. You dig what I'm saying? FTC Fights, my brother from another mother. Big Ike is in the building. We got to get Ike right. We got to get Ike right. We got to get Ike right. We got to get my man Ike right. We got to get Ike right. We got to give him a gun. We got to give him a gun. His family over here. Omni I-95, we see you in the building. James, I see you in the building. Salute, 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 salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for pulling up this morning. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that hit the community board for my Aunt Christine. I appreciate y'all sincerely. This beautiful woman right here, this is my grandmother's sister. We lost my baby. You dig what I'm saying? We had to bury her. That's my baby right there. When I say shout out to my Aunt Christine, the best German chocolate cake that we have ever had in my life. Ever had in my life. I miss you so much. God damn. This was my grandmother's sister. This was my grandmother's sister. And when it come to my grandmother, they always said that my grandmother's personality was rare and it was hard to find. But let me tell you something. When it comes to my grandmother and my Aunt Christine, I can't tell y'all which one of them. I can't even tell y'all. I can't even say my grandmother was more nice and beautiful. I can't say my Aunt Christine was more nice and beautiful, because let me explain something to you. These two women, I can't make this shit up. They was aliens when it came to being nice. They even said it, quote unquote, at the funeral. But you know how black people was. They was fighting while they was carrying my aunt with the mother. When the pallbearer, see, my shout out to my little cousin Nathan, her grandson. He's a state trooper. It was about 10, 12 state troopers at the funeral. They came on the strength of my little cousin Nathan because they wanted to be a pallbearer. I'm gonna tell you a story about my little cousin Nathan. I'm gonna tell you about what happened in my Aunt Christine's funeral. My little cousin Nathan, God bless his soul, his father Nathan passed away when I was like about maybe, I think 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I remember this man like it was yesterday. That was my cousin's niece's boyfriend. Her name is Denise. That's my Aunt Christine's daughter. Her name was Denise Miller. May she rest in peace. I'm gonna tell y'all this strange story. My cousin Denise, when Nate died when I was a little boy, she didn't date nobody for about 18, 20 years. When I'm telling y'all the truth, this shit may sound funny. This shit may sound like a joke. I wouldn't have believed it if I wouldn't have saw this shit myself. I'm not saying she didn't get a little piece of loving every now and then. I'm not saying that, but tell you the truth, the way she loved this man, Nate, I'm starting to think she ain't even getting no love. I swear to God, I've never seen no shit like this. When Nate passed away, she ain't want to fuck with nobody. I mean, nobody. But when she moved to North Carolina, she met this dude, nice dude. He worked at the post office. You know, they started getting it together. They built a rapport with each other. And she fell in love with him. Because my family, we love hard. When I say she loved him, she loved him. The man was recently separated from his kid's mother. I think they might have been separated about maybe 9 months, 10 months before him and my cousin started dating. The lady, that's why people be talking about women this and women is weak. No, women ain't no goddamn weak. The woman that he dated, I guess she was so upset with the fact that my cousin was with him. One day my cousin came home from work and this young lady was sitting in my aunt's yard and emptied 6 shots into her face and her chest. Can't make this shit up. The lady gets up, out of her car, goes to my cousin's car. My cousin, they said, was in it. It's all on tape. And she emptied a gun in my cousin's face and went face and chest and went and turned herself in. She's in jail now because she snapped, they said. They said she snapped. My little cousin Nathan, he couldn't have his mother or his father. Only child, salute. So because of that situation right there, I think this is what propelled my little cousin to be a state trooper, because all of us is gangsters. Well, retired gangsters. Put it like that. All of us has dibbled and dabbled. As far as the men in my street, in my family, they played in the street, even though they've matured and went to jobs and stuff like that. You know what I'm aspiring to be, who I'm trying to be today. You dig? But I think this is what propelled my little cousin to being a state trooper, because of the horrific situation with his mother. My cousin Denise, may she rest in peace. But let me tell you what happens at my Aunt Christine's funeral. Boy, let me tell you something about black people. They so ignorant. That's why y'all heard me say this before. I'm not embarrassed of my family, but my family is so fucking embarrassing. That's why I don't fuck with them neither. This is a cold-blooded fact. Post, I see you in the building, girl. When it comes to ignorance, I don't want that shit nowhere around me. Make a long story short, it's my grandmother, May she rest in peace. It's my Uncle Sonny Boy. That's who I told y'all that my Aunt Joanne killed him. Remember I told y'all? He went and chilled with the white woman for the weekend. He came home. My aunt cooked him his favorite meal, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, and red Kool-Aid. Fucked his brains out and blew his brains out with his own shotgun. It's my grandmother, my Uncle Sonny Boy, God bless his soul, my Uncle Robert Earl, God bless his soul. My Aunt Christine and my Aunt Josephine. My Aunt Josephine, the one that they call sister, the baby, is actually the last one. The last one. I ain't gonna front. We got one left. God works in mysterious ways. You dig what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. My Uncle Robert Earl was my Aunt Christine's brother from my great-grandfather, Houston Sylvester McDowell, and my great-grandmother, Edna Mae McDowell. Whoever wrote the obituary for my Aunt Christine left out my Aunt Doretha's name. Remember I told y'all this is why I don't really like seeing people drunk. And I told y'all when I was a little boy, I used to go to my Aunt Doretha and my Uncle Robert Earl's house. They used to fight so much, I used to run in the closet and be scared. Well, this is who I'm talking about. My Uncle Robert Earl passed away some years back, but my Aunt Doretha is still here. So in the obituary, you know, when someone passes away, they always specifically write down who they are survived by. They specifically say immediate family and in-laws are included. My Aunt Doretha's name was not on the obituary. My cousin Robin was like, yo, what the fuck Wanda at? This is at the church. I'm talking about the pallbearers got my aunt, beautiful casket. They carrying her to where that she's going to be lowered in the ground. My cousin Robin said, yo, what the fuck, yo, like, what the fuck is Wanda at? I'm like, what you mean? What's going on? What's happening? She like, why my mother name ain't on this obituary? So what I do is, the first thing God put in my head is, this is exactly what I said to her. I said, yo, I don't think it was done on purpose. I was totally lying, y'all. You see what Keith said? She said the obituary always causes some type of issue. I was lying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I said that it wasn't done on purpose, I was cold, bold-faced lying. Forgive me, y'all. But the reason why I did that is because I already knew how my cousin was acting. My cousin it was in her face, her nose, her eyes, everything was screwing up. She like, yo, I don't appreciate this shit. My mom's, la, la, la. And I could understand that because, number one, when it comes to family, this is white, black, Chinese, I don't go fuck where you from. When it comes to family, it's always going to be in-laws that don't like in-laws. It's always going to be your brother or your sister that don't like your husband, don't like your wife. But that was totally insulting, in my opinion, not to put my motherfucking aunt's name on that obituary, because she's still here. The other fake part, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck if they see this shit and talk to me about it. My Aunt Josephine, when I tell y'all I love her to death, but she's one of the most wicked, fakest people I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to lie to y'all, one of the most wickedest, fakest people I've ever seen in my life. And that shit is so sad. That shit is so sad. Shout out to my Uncle Bud D. Dog Soldier, I see you in the building. My Uncle Bud D now, he's suffering a little bit from Alzheimer's. And I think she's responsible for it. I'm not saying that she did something to him physically. No, but the way she used to treat him. That's why I always try to talk to people about how if you're in a relationship with somebody, recognize how you're talking to and how you're treating an adult. I mean, my aunt was so motherfucking insecure about my Uncle Bud D. It was times where we just wanted to go fishing. Men, me, my Uncle Thomas, my Uncle Bud D, Uncle JB, here go my Aunt Josephine. I want to go. And my uncle used to just cry over that shit. He used to be like, I can't never be a man, y'all. He said, I can't be a man. She won't let me be a man. That's why I tell people, when you have children, this is real work I'm giving y'all this morning. If you got children, you better remember what that fucking Bible say or that Quran say. You don't put nothing over your spouse. I know a lot of you women don't want to hear that bullshit. Fuck that. That's my baby. That's my daughter. But in the eyes of Allah, God, nothing is supposed to come over your spouse. Not your brothers, not your sisters, not your children. I know this sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Because when children get to a certain age, they start taking advantage of the fact that mommy is going to baby us. Kevin, I see you in the building. To the men in the building, if I'm telling the truth, put the dice cubes up. Your mother will always baby you. You could be 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old. If you still got your mother, she's going to baby you. And a lot of times our mothers don't find no wrong in what we do. You understand? Like he said, that is the divine order of life. You know our mothers. We go to jail, they still hold us down. Baby, don't worry about it. It's not your fault you went to jail. They just against you. Fuck the fact you was out there hustling, selling drugs, might have killed somebody, might have robbed somebody, might have did some horrific shit. They just against you, baby. Don't worry about it. Mama's here for you. You see, ladies, I watched this with my grandmother and grandfather. I watched my uncle go from one of the largest heroin dealers in the world to one of the lowest heroin addicts, junkies, whatever you want to call it. And I watched my grandmother and grandfather argue because it was times when my grandfather literally said to my grandmother, don't give him a goddamn dime. And what my grandmother would do, she would sneak money to my uncle. She would sneak money to my uncle, disregarding what her husband asked of her. Disregarding that. And then it caused arguments between my grandmother and my grandfather. Ladies, let me give you some game. Let me give you some game. Something as simple as not listening to what your man asks you can cause you to get cheated on. Oh, they don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to tell y'all the fucking truth. Something as simple as not answering and listening to what your man asks you will cause you to get cheated on. And I'm not talking about because a nigga wanted to go fuck somebody else. It's because when y'all do certain shit like that, y'all crush us. See, I tell the truth. See, y'all crush our spirits. Like, damn, my woman won't even listen to me. And it's always going to be a chick in the street that's going to over listen. She going to want to do everything that you didn't do. You know why? Because it don't start out like a nigga putting his dick in nobody or cheating. It starts out a nigga may be around a female that knows him and sees his face. What's wrong, Dice? And then I get to talking. And then some women is very, very slick and manipulative. Now you got some women that'll be like, well, you know what? It'll work out. Don't worry about it. Just talk to her. Then you got some women to be like, oh, she ain't listening to what she's saying. Do you run your house? Well, who runs your house? Who wears the pants in that house? This is the questions that start making niggas scared to death when it comes to security within ourselves. Like, oh, shit. She might have a point. Same thing, vice versa. Same thing, vice versa. Yo, fellas, your woman can ask you to do something and you just disregard, and it'll be that nigga in the street. It could be something as simple like being in Brooklyn, like, yo, baby, do me a favor. I'd be a little worried sometimes when I get off at night. Could you please meet me at the train station if y'all don't have a car? And then you say something like, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Everybody know who you are. They know you my motherfucking woman. But that's not what she said. She didn't ask you if everybody knew who she was. She asked you to meet her at that train station to walk her home to give her a little more security because certain things she's afraid of. It'll be that nigga that'll always see her walking home from that train station by herself, fellas. It'll be that homeboy in the street that she grew up with, fellas. That's been in love with her since she was 10 years old, fellas. It's niggas that has been in love with your woman since they was kids. And ladies, it's women that's been in love with your men since they was children. And let me explain something to you. In your woman's mind, she's not looking at it like she's doing anything malicious because she isn't. She's seeing a childhood friend. But check this out. That childhood friend is making sure she gets to your door with a little more security in her heart because she asked you to come. She asked you to come, but you was too busy. You might be on a block. You might be playing. Whatever you doing, you couldn't stop what you was doing to just listen. So that nigga that's walking her home every day, She gonna stop asking you. She's gonna stop asking you. You know why? Because that nigga that's been in love with her since she was 9 or 10 years old is gonna look at his watch, y'all. Because he gonna ask her, yo, what time you be getting home? Well, I usually get to the train station like 6:45. That nigga gonna be there every day at 6:30, 6:25, making it seem like ironically he was just in the area. Like you see what my man FTC Vice said? That shit is when your confidence within inside is destroyed, ladies. See, I'm trying to tell y'all some real work if y'all want to make it work. The conversations that will be held between your woman and that man, it might be 4 blocks, it might be 5 blocks, it might be 2 blocks. Do you know how long it takes to walk 5, 6 blocks? Mr. Ned, I see you in the building. We got Harlem here. You never know. The same way that she complains to her homegirl, she might start complaining to that dude. Now, you got some niggas that's going to be like, nah, he a good dude. Don't worry about that shit. Y'all going to get it right. Matter of fact, I'm going to even talk to the boy. Then you got some niggas that's going to indirectly beg to fuck your brains out. That's why I had a show lined up the other night, but I was so tired, but we're going to get into it because part of this show, I want to know something. How do y'all in here feel about the friendships between men and women? Can men and women have a straight up best friend relationship without involving sex, without feelings becoming aroused? Ladies, y'all feel like that? Dudes, do y'all feel like that? I do. But I don't think it should be an intimate friendship that continues like every day. See, you can have a best friend. But since y'all separated, certain times y'all hear from each other, certain times y'all don't. And see, if you really got a friend, they're going to respect the boundaries of your wishes. But I'm talking about, ladies, when I was coming up, it was a no-no for me to have my woman's girlfriend's phone numbers. To the ladies in the building, if y'all understand, let me see the hearts. How would y'all feel about that, ladies, if your man got all your homegirl phone numbers? How would you feel about that, ladies, if you came in the crib one night and your man was sitting on the motherfucking floor just sitting up rapping with your homegirl? You ain't heard from the bitch about 2 or 3 days, but she on the phone with your man? Always the queen said, I got a male best friend. That's what she meant to say, but she said she probably was smoking that reefer this morning, early in the morning. That's why. Annette said, yes, a man and woman can definitely be best friends. I agree with that also. Only Child said, that's a no-go. But I think she's talking about with the females, your man having your female's phone numbers. Because I see things today. This is some weird shit, y'all, I be seeing. I see dudes talking to their homegirl all the time. I'm an evil motherfucker. I don't want to talk to none of them goofy bitches you know. That's a fact. Fuck all them bitches. I'm from the era. The only reason why your homegirl is supposed to be calling me is if you were in a car accident, you in jail, or something happened to you. She ain't supposed to be calling me, asking me what I'm doing. Why you so fucking nosy? Why you so fucking nosy? Just like, ladies, you should not have your man's friends' phone numbers. That's a no-no. You don't do shit like that. You see what she said? See what Keith said? Only in an emergency. You better be damn near dying if your fucking peoples call me. Mm-hmm. You see this right there, Miss Annette said? She said, we don't cross those lines. When your friends are yours and mines are mines. My thoughts exactly. Only Child said, friendships between opposite sex comes with boundaries. Omni I95 said it could work only after certain boundaries are set. Thank y'all for saying that magic word. So what the fuck is the boundaries? What are the boundaries? How do you think you can stop somebody if they don't know how to tell you they're in love with you from not being in love with you. How do you think you can stop somebody from not reacting off of something that's inside of them that you don't know about? All right, ladies, let me give y'all an example. Say, for instance, your best friend is a man. You've been telling your best friend for years your man been beating on you, but you just can't leave him. He going through something. He gonna get it together. He's dealing with stress. Whatever excuses that some women make up for domestic violence. I don't think it's no excuses for that shit. But unfortunately, we got some people, and we all know some people that been through that shit. Now, let me explain something to you, ladies. What if your best friend kill him? What if your best friend take it upon himself without even letting you know, because he's totally tired of this man disrespecting you, his friend? What if one day he just kill him? You call him one day and be like, somebody killed him, somebody killed him. You'd be like, word? Who killed? What happened? But in the mind of your friend, he's sitting there laughing, going, the nigga should have been dead. Been tired of him doing that to you. Forgive me, y'all. It was a Wi-Fi glitch. She said, well, now we ain't doing none of that shit. So let me ask you something. To the ladies, let's be real. To the fellas, let's be real. To the ladies in them motherfucker, have y'all ever had a best friend that one day told you he was in love with you? A man that you did not look at like that. You looked at him like your brother, but then one day he just professed his love. So what do you do then, ladies? Dog Soldier said, I don't need to be friends with my woman's friends. I do need to know who they are, though. Right boundaries, that's a fact. Keisha said, keep your bedroom to yourself and know who to go to. Now, you see, Keisha just said some deep shit. Keep your bedroom to yourself. To the ladies in here, where should bedroom conversation be acceptable? Should bedroom conversation be acceptable on Facebook? Should women be on Facebook saying, yo, check this out. That nigga laid it down last night. He ate my pussy. He fucked the shit out of me. Should they be saying it on Facebook? Should they be saying it on TikTok? Should they be saying it up on YouTube? Should they be saying that on social media? Should that just be something that's kept inside? You know, because if it's the truth, why not talk about it? With your man and your man only. That's what Always the Queen said. That's Always the Queen said. With your man and with your man only. You see? That's the point I was trying to get to. Do best friends talk about sex to each other? Is that acceptable? Because y'all said it's boundaries. I'm glad everybody pulled that up. Y'all said it was boundaries. Do best friends of opposite sex talk to each other about sex? Is that cool? Is that acceptable? Some people think, Keith said, not acceptable at all. Omnion 5 said, nope. Net everybody on a note with this one. And if you don't get upset when another woman tries to take your man. Dog said, I agree with Always the Queen. Real rap. But goddamn, see, only child, you might be the first one to get 10 seconds today. Yep. I did a long think on it. You're going to be, yep. Yep, it's you. You the first 10 seconds of the award on Saturday morning. That's what it is for that. Best friends shouldn't be on a sex conversation level. Always the queen in the net. Y'all getting time to fuck out too. Bingo. Bango, that's 10 seconds for you. Where she at? Always the queen. Digga your 10, girl. Y'all thought I was joking when I told y'all I bought me a gun. I'm not playing. Because now y'all done fell in the fucking trap. You see, Miss Pam ain't say nothing. Miss Pam said, I ain't fucking with this nigga Dice this morning. He be on some sneaky shit. I be done jumped up in there and said some shit, and bang! See, always the queen said not at all. That's why y'all got 10 seconds. Annette said no. That's why you got 10 seconds. You know why? Because if you my friend, hold up now. If you're my friend, don't get upset, y'all. If you see Miss Pam laughing, I know she in there. Miss Pam said, hold up, this nigga Dice, he on some funny shit. Saturday morning, he up. This nigga looking alive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think I better run into this one right quick. She tried to forewarn y'all. Miss Pam said, this nigga here be lining niggas up. He will line you up. Number one, if you my friend, why I can't talk to you about sex? If you my friend, I can talk to you about hustling. If you my friend, I can talk to you about getting a new job. If you my friend, I can talk to you about a relationship that I'm in. Pay attention. But I can't talk to you about sex. Why not? Ain't we friends? Miss Annette, you gonna learn. You gonna learn fucking with me. You know, we from NY. We from the old NY, the old New York. Yeah. In the words of Artist Morrison. Yeah. Only Child said this nigga done did that shit again. Can't stand this nigga Dice. Motherfucker. Yeah, because I want to know something. If you my friend, why can't I talk to you about sex? Why can't I talk to y'all about sex? Hold the fuck up. Hold up with your bougie ass. Look at this bougie shit. If you're my male friend, I don't want to talk about your sex life. What if I feel as though you're the only person I'm comfortable with opening up to? I ain't gonna give you 10 seconds for that. You got one in the cut. You got one in the stash. Think about that. If we're friends, we're supposed to talk about everything. We can talk about the plug. She came with the little fly shit. I see you. She said, temptation, that's why, duh. Now check this duh for your little slick ass since you want to be fly. Since you like being fly, take 10 seconds. You hear? Give your 10 seconds. Boop! You got 10 seconds for that. You know why I want to know that? Check this out. I get to put a duh on the end of mine too, because I like the way you use that duh, Net. So I got a duh for you too. But don't you have self-control? Duh. Don't you have discipline? Duh. And if you're really my friend and you're not looking at me in a sexual way, that should not upset you. Duh. Now what you got to say about that? Because I got 10 seconds for all you motherfuckers in there. I want to know. Only Child said, what would be the trivia questions of sex between my male friend and how I would understand it if I don't see him in that way? See, I'm not talking about the trivial questions. You know what? Your male friend might want to come to you and say, yo, check this out. Your only child, why does her vagina, why does she have to have lube to be wet? And another girl that I may have been with was a waterfall. Is something wrong with her? Because, you know, we stupid when it comes to women. Just trying to be respectful about it. How come she smells like alcohol? certain things we got to talk about. Salute. China, what up, boy? Drop them links, China. You already know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let China tell y'all. He got some gangster shit planned for tomorrow, y'all. Shout out to Miss Miyagi. Shout out to Cola James. Shout out to Sister Nairi. He got some gangster shit planned tomorrow. I'm honored. Let me be a part of it. Remember, I told y'all I was praying that we get a platform where we can get some grown women, whether they agree or disagree, but as long as they get up there and talk about mature conversations, China about to set it off tomorrow, y'all. As of right now, it's going to be Cola James, Sister Nairi, Miss Miyagi, me and China. And hopefully, if Ja Ace is not doing nothing, Ja Ace going to be up there. I'm honored. China say, yo, check this out. I just want to make sure some people is up there, especially some dudes with some sense. So I'm honored. You dig what I'm saying? I'm with that. Grown folks conversation, y'all. Grown folks conversation. No sucker shit. Yo, China, how you feel about that? Do you feel as though men and women could be best friends? That's a fact. Word up. You see what FTC said? I'm going to hold that 10 seconds. Dice and Net talking facts. Now, I got to know something now. For real, think about this. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can get mad at me if y'all want to. Y'all can give me 10 seconds. You know how we rock. But I want to notice something. Like I said, if a woman is doing something that's going on and it has me confused sexually, and I don't have a sister to talk to, or I don't have my mother to talk to, if you my homegirl, why can't I call you and be like, yo, why this bitch pussy dry, yo? Can you do me a favor? Roll up. I got to talk to you about something. What's going on, Dice? Why do she need Vaseline and lube? Okay, why she don't like giving oral sex? Okay, why she loves getting oral sex? Why is that the only thing she wants to do to me? These are questions that friends ask each other. You see what China said? It depends on how they met. Miss Tierra's in the building. I see you. She said, yo, Dice, you got to take the 10 seconds. Because everybody agrees with the duh. I gave you 3 duhs, though. Fuck it.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
I almost cursed Always a Queen out just now. I almost said something about her face just now. I almost said something about her forehead. I'm dead ass serious. This motherfucker gonna say, check this out, check this out, check this out. You ready for this slick shit? She's sassy this morning. Check out, look what she said. She said, check this out. How the fuck do I know why she dry, smelly, or whatever? She said, nigga, ask your girl. Now, see, I almost said something about your goddamn face just now. I almost said something about your face just now. I swear to God, I almost said, if I could have just grabbed you through this goddamn screen, I would have shook your shirt. That's what I would have did just now. I would have shook your shirt. Keisha said, you have to know the people who are truly your friends. There's full respect in true friendships. I was going to say that your face is the size of your forehead since you want to be popping shit this morning. That's what I was going to say. See? That's what I be talking. You see that? You see, always a queen, she'll get you. She'll get you. I am going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to say Musa. Because she been up since 5 o'clock. Y'all know she up 5 in the morning with that coffee, so she ready to go. I ain't fucking with you. I'm not fucking with y'all. Annette laughing too. Annette, oh, I'm telling everybody right now, always a queen, only child, and Annette from Harlem be selling drugs or pussy every morning, y'all. Every morning. I don't know which one it is. It might be both. But when it comes to only a child, she's in here. When it comes to Annette, when it comes to always a queen, it's either pussy or heroin. See, she said 3 o'clock in the morning. Only child said what people don't see. Some slick shit she said, what they don't see or what she ain't seen. Some slick shit she said. Some real pimp shit she threw back at me on that episode. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so check this out. Since y'all ladies think y'all slick, I'm going to go to my fellas now. Since y'all want to hate on me this morning, I understand I'm getting jumped. I understand. I don't feel like giving out 10 seconds like that. I'm going to go to my... Matter of fact, we got Miss Tierra in the building. Let me ask you, Miss Tierra, let me ask you something. Do you think that men and women can be friends without any type of involvement, without any type of feelings? Annette said, I'm going with that dog food before I smell that box. That's a fact. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? Okay, so to my fellas, I got something for y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel as though it's acceptable for your woman to have a best friend that's a man? Oh, y'all know I know how to start this shit. Y'all know I know how to start shit. I start shit. I'm a pictified, petty motherfucker when I want to be. Y'all women want to jump on me? I'll make these niggas come out and show y'all who they are. Fuck around. I'll start the movement up this motherfucker. Tell them, China. Brooklyn versus the Bronx. You understand what I'm saying to you? Oh, yeah, I see y'all in there talking that bullshit. Talk to him, Annette. Guys got us messed up. I don't give a fuck about none of that sucker shit. I'm talking to my niggas now. See, Annette, she on that Harlem shit. See the motherfucking females in Harlem. You know, when they was hustling, they got all the money. I don't know if y'all really know about Harlem back in the days. The niggas sold the coke and the females sold the weed. This is the Willy Burger era. I don't know if too many of y'all know about Willy Burgers. But if you wanted the black, you wanted the chocolate, it was the chicks that was selling the weed. You know, you had to get the little $3, you know, the eggplant and baked chicken. The chicks was selling the weed and the niggas was selling the coke. Allegedly, educational purposes only. Ms. Pam said, I want to hear their answers. Chill, Annette. We can't take them back too far. These is educational purposes only. You dig what I'm saying? Fair disclaimer, y'all. We are not advocating and prophesying and talking about, you don't know nothing about no Willy Burgers. You don't know nothing about no Willies. The chicks was getting all the money. The chicks was walking around with pocketbooks full of fucking dimes of weed. You had to be there. Y'all don't know nothing about no Bransons. You don't know nothing about no Dykeman. You don't know nothing about no Autobahn. The chicks was getting the money with the weed. And then the niggas started hating because all the niggas with the coke charges was going to jail for the rest of their life. So you know what they did? All the coke kingpins, them niggas took that coke money and threw it into that Haze money. They threw it into that Poulet money. They threw it into that chocolate tie, that A-Black money. And then they started putting the same niggas on the blocks that was selling them packs of crack. They was giving them packs of that bud. Educational purposes only. Miss Miyagi, I see you in the building. She said, yeah, came from Brooklyn to hang at Willie's. That's a fact. Miss Miyagi, let me ask you something. Oh, no, you done came too late, Miss Miyagi. Matter of fact, you getting 10 seconds. That's right. Miss Miyagi gets 10 seconds too. Nobody exempt over here. I bought a gun for everybody. She get 10 seconds too, because y'all try to jump me this morning. What is it, women's power? Yo, fellas, I want to talk to y'all. Where y'all niggas at? Y'all letting them just jump on me like that? The fuck is wrong with you niggas? Start fucking timing you niggas the fuck out. Y'all niggas fucking with my pressure today. Fellas in the building, do y'all feel as though it is appropriate for your women to have a man as a best friend? You know what I'm saying? Miss Miyagi said, oh, shit, I caught one too. I was cleaning and watching the babies laugh out loud, getting ready to cook some breakfast. She said, I done got hit and I was listening. So my fault. I got to put one in the stash for you too. Think about that though. To the men in the building, because they done jumped me up here and y'all niggas done got quiet. Dog Soldier, Omni I-95. Fuck, man, FTC. Somebody help. Damon is having a lemon cherry and an apple crunch mix for breakfast. Uh-oh, my fellas are speaking up. God damn it, Artist Morrison's still here. That nigga said, you see what Dog Soldier said? No to the no. My man Artist said, no! Uh-oh, so y'all ladies, y'all ready for this shit. You know, ladies, I dropped this link. I'll start this shit up because y'all said that it's cool to have a best friend as a man, but I can't, if I'm your best friend, now check this out. If I'm your best friend, I can't talk to you about things pertaining to sex. Even though I'm not talking to things pertaining to sex about us, I'm talking to you about something I may be going through with a woman. Y'all said y'all don't want to hear that. So let me ask you something. If I'm your best friend and I'm on the phone with you one day and I'll be like, yo, what up, sis? What's going on? And you be like, yo, I got fucking cramps. It's that time of the month. Doo-doo head. I don't want to hear about that bullshit neither. But I ain't going to say that to you. I ain't going to say that to you. It ain't like I'm going to get into no in-depth conversation. Well, are they coming like contractions? How bad are the motherfucking cramps, girl? It ain't like I'm going to turn into one of y'all and, bitch, what's happening? You should have known. God damn it, I got cramps too. No, it ain't going to be that type of conversation. But if I'm your friend, I'm going to be like, damn, my nigga, like, I hope you feel better, sis. Like, what you usually do when you got cramps? You know what I'm saying? It's not like I could be like, bitch, mine's just went off yesterday. I can't relate to that shit. But if we're friends, the only thing I can say to you is, yo, like, what you be doing when you be having cramps for the pain? I don't like you sounding like this. Matter of fact, I'm going to call you later. Ain't that make sense? Think about that. When y'all women talking about what yourself, so all of y'all talking about, I don't want to hear about no sex, always a queen. God damn it, we don't want to hear about your cramps. Ain't that some shit? You know what? Keisha just gave me some game. So if a motherfucker was to say some shit like that to me now, you know what I'd be like? Go get you some Advil. Always a queen said, fuck you, Dice. She said, I'm not talking to no dude about my cycle. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying if you on the phone, yo, what's wrong, always a queen? Oh, shit, I got cramps, nigga. I'm not saying we was on the phone, you was like, yo, Dice, check this out. You know I'm having a bad cramp day to day. Do you have anything you could recommend for these cramps that I'm having? Man, these motherfucking cramps right here is killing me. This is what I think about best friendships between men and women, because I do believe in them. But let me explain something to you on my analogy. This is my analogy. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about this. When it comes to best friends between men and women, there should be no conversation about no sex. They shouldn't even be conversation every week. You might text them every now and then to see how they're doing, especially if in their relationship, because any man knows that if a woman is his best friend, open-minded, I see you. If a woman is his best friend, any man knows that if his woman has a man as a best friend and me and that man is not cool, because the respect that men supposed to have for each other, I'm not even supposed to call your woman like that. Like, I got a bunch of homegirls that's sisters to me, but if they need me, they know how to get in touch with me. But I ain't going to be calling them like that. I ain't going to lie. I ain't even going to lie. Even though that they say, nah, Dice, you can call me. They know what it is. This one know about you. You know this one, you know that one. But besides all that, I know that that's a man. And I know if it was me, how I would feel about the situation. I think when it comes to best friends between men and women, I think it should be the longest of long distance, even if you were in the same space, even if you lived in the same building. Once it comes to you knowing somebody has a relationship, one person could be in a relationship, another person can't be in a relationship. See, this is what people fail to realize. When it's a male and best friend and both of them are not in a relationship, the minute one of them gets into the relationship, the other one has to step up and be a true friend. You know, you got some friends that'll sit up and tell you, damn, you always with that chick, my nigga. We can't even hang out no more. Damn, nigga, we used to smoke, chill, and all that bullshit. You talking about you looking for a fucking job. That bitch changing your life. Mount Vernon, salute. Same thing, ladies. Damn, you met this nigga. You ain't got no time for a bitch. We used to always be in the clubs. Whatever happened to pop, lock, and drop it, bitch? Whatever happened to pop, lock, and drop it, bitch? Why we not pop, locking, and dropping it no more, bitch? This nigga done fucked up my pimp game, man. You see that? Mr. Net said, that's a hater. Because your friend should be happy for you. But see, I'm about to drop a Jew for you. Y'all don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. See, the ones that be talking like that, especially when we're talking about opposite sex best friends, like you said, the real ones are going to respect the fact that you're happy and be like, do you, and fall in line and understand how they would want the same respect if they was in a relationship. But the ones that are deeply in love with you, there's still shit I'm talking about. The ones that are deeply in love with you that you don't know. Y'all forgot about them? There's a percentage that are deep. Let me tell you something. It's people that are friends to people because they just waiting for the opportunity to be with them. They carry it with a great disguise. Talk, Miss Miyagi. She said, my man becomes my male best friend. Talk! Talk! Always the Queen said, boundaries are set once there's a relationship. The real ones will completely understand, is what Keith said. Only Child said, my male best friend are extremely close, yet when I call his home and talk to his wife and say hi to him. Now, see you, respectfully, you dangerous. You dangerous. You a gangster. If you can call your male best friend's house and his wife pick that phone up, you's a goddamn gangster. Angie, baby. Damn, I done got more energy working at the motherfucking job. I remember after about 2 or 3 seconds, I've been in Angie, baby, is in the building. Shit got my workout on, building up my physicality. Only Child said, which is an orphan, I might add, you still a gangster. You still a goddamn gangster. I ain't gonna front. You still a goddamn gangster. Shit, only God can judge. Only God can judge. See, me, this is how we came up. If my best friend was a female and my woman is cool with me being her best friend, I'm fucking all of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because as a man, even though we don't want to talk about it, we gonna look at y'all sideways if y'all cool with another chick being closer to us than you're supposed to be. You heard what Miss Miyagi said? Her man became her best friend. Let me tell you something about a real nigga. He gonna look at you like you doing something. He gonna look at you like you doing something. Because especially if you give him an answer like, yo, well, you know, y'all was cool, and I know y'all got a relationship, because a real nigga gonna be saying, oh, you saying that to me because you sucking cock. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. The paranoias are gonna start running in the mind, and we're gonna say, you are sucking cock. You got an emergency dick somewhere sitting around just waiting, because fellas, let me explain something to you what I've learned. You see how you feel about your woman? It's 100 niggas that feel like that and ain't never been around her. You heard? You heard what I said, FTC? You see how you feel about your woman? It's 100 other niggas that feel the same way, and they've never touched her. They've never physically been around her. They've never had a conversation. They're overwhelmed just by her essence, just by her beauty, just by her silhouette. Male and best friends, male and female's best friends. I think if you have discipline, dedication, and determination, and if you have a respect for yourself and respect for them, it can be accomplished. But I don't think it shouldn't be like a relationship, like a regular friendship. That's a friendship that's like encoded in trust, I think, and longevity with loyalty. Like that's a friend that if something went wrong, you know they're going to be there if you needed them. Other stuff, I'm not going to front. Because I don't think any man would really, really feel secure as a man that his woman is interacting with another man. Now, see, if we don't give a fuck about you, we don't give a fuck about you. Talk to that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully, a nigga get you the fuck away from me because I'm just passing time with you, dummy. But when a nigga in love with you, nah, niggas don't play like that. I don't give a fuck if you knew that nigga since Miss Fox class 1-103 PS 167. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't care if you went to Fresh Air Fun with him. I don't give a fuck if your mom's was in a crochet contest with him. I don't give a fuck about none of that sucker shit you talking about. Y'all used to always go to movies together and Easter. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She said, shit, you shouldn't even tell your male friend your sex life because that friend is going to start looking at your girl. That's old school right there, Ned. Because I hear them new young boys, they be doing that. Open-minded said, only my child answers are for me only. Facts. You see them young boys, they in them videos talking about how they had shorty doing this and she did that and she busted open and she wop, wing with the wang, wang, wang. And then they're wondering like the niggas from the Amigos, then he's wondering why his chick was fucking Offset. Because you was sitting up telling Offset how you was giving that crazy top, dummy. Then you get mad at her and do a song and said, well, we'd have shared her. You ain't want to share her. If you would have shared her, you would have never wifed her. See the contradiction of a jackass? Ms. Miyagi said a male best friend can turn on you and want something else. I'm telling you, this is just facts. This is just facts. Y'all ain't seen Love and Basketball? Y'all ain't seen Love and Basketball, huh? I was the only one who saw that movie. My favorite movie, goddammit. Them motherfuckers was together since she had to ride on. He was in love with her since she had to ride on the bike. Remember what she said to him? She was in love with him since he put the scar on her. Oh, y'all don't remember what happened? His leg got fucked up. He started fucking with Tyra Banks. Y'all remember that? She was fucked up ever since the night in college. See, let me tell you something where that shit went wrong. That night when he found out his father, his star, his action figure, his hero, cheated on his moms and lied to him, see, it broke his heart. See, the fact that his father cheated on his moms, that upset him, but that didn't break his heart. The fact that his father lied to him. The fact that his father lied to him. That nigga had to watch his moms cry over that shit. Queen Eve, what up, girl? It's the fact that his moms put them pictures on the table and said, you always speaking up for your fucking father. Remember when she threw them pictures on the table? You see, when that man told that woman that night that he just needed to talk to her, he did not want to be alone. She said, well, I could chill for a little while, but I got to go back because of practice. See, right there is when she broke him. A lot of people didn't catch that part in that movie. When she said that she couldn't chill with him that night because she had practice, she broke him. She broke him. She broke him. Then everybody wondered why they went their separate ways, and he became a basketball player. And she became an accountant after the father and all that bullshit. You remember when she came to the hospital to check him, and he was sitting there with Tyra Banks? He was in love with her when he was sitting there with Tyra Banks. That's what I mean about them best friends. So all you women that got these dudes that say they want to be your best friends, do they really want to be your best friends, or do they really want to be with you? Do they really want to fuck you? Do they really want to sexually assault you? We got some weirdos, y'all. We got some weirdos. Yo, Eve, how you feel about that? Yo, Eve, would you allow your man to be best friends with a woman? We're talking about, is it cool for best friends? Can a male and a female coexist between each other as friends? She see what she said? I agree, they want to hump you. Damn, you know you old, Eve. You know you from old school. She said hump. I ain't heard that shit since PS 167. You heard what she said, y'all? They want to hump you. Remember back in the days, y'all? We used to run up and grab the girl and hump them in public school and thought we was doing something. These niggas is weirdos. Now, see, the differential is the power of attraction that you women have. A beautiful woman can walk by 100 men. 100 men will try to say something to her. A handsome man can walk by 100 women. Only a percentage of the women that feel as though they should be aggressive will say something. The other will sit back submissive, and the others will wonder on what it would be if they had the confidence to speak to that man. You see the difference? See the power and the attraction of a woman. See, that's why I try to tell y'all, like my fellas in here, would you be cool with your woman's best friend being a man and he calling her phone one night like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning? It ain't no weeknight or nothing like that. Say it's a weekend. How y'all feel about that, fellas? You're sitting up chilling next to your lady. Y'all chilling, watch TV, Netflix and chill, smoking, doing whatever you're doing. Her phone runs off. She ain't trying to hide it or nothing like that because in her heart, that's really her friend. She even put it on speakerphone. Yo, what up, my nigga? And he say something like, yo, what you doing tonight, girl? You feel like coming out, put on some of that fly shit. Let's go to the goddamn club and get drunk and turn it up. Fellas, how y'all feel about that? She said, Queen Eve said, it's no such thing as just friends with men and women. At some point, if they're alone, line is enough, something's going to happen. Omnion 5 said he ain't let, he said he picking the phone up. He picking the phone up. But hold on, how could you pick up your woman's phone? That's her property. That's her property. And if you trust your woman and she lets you know before the relationship, because this had to be her best friend before y'all met, If she told y'all the stipulations of this, well, you know Mike or Daryl or Tim, you know that's my best friend. We grew up together and we're always going to be close. Why would you pick the phone up? He's not calling her phone to speak to you. Hypothetically asking a question. You say, yes, Dice, but those days are over now. A lot of females are just as aggressive these days. Dog Soldier said, simple and plain, if you fucking with him or you fucking with me. Think about it. I'm the Iron 5. I'm just fucking with you. He said she can pick up my phone, Dice. Fuck that. I don't want nobody calling her at 1 o'clock. I respect that, bro. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I'm trying to talk to you about the situation between two people that have a friendship that does not involve your opinion. You see what Eve? She said the same thing. Your spouse is supposed to be your best friend. Shout out to Eve, man, and Miss Miyagi, man. Always the Queen said that shit too. She said, my man is the only one I'm rocking with and walking with like that. Everybody else ain't getting my fucking business. Keith said the same thing. That's why I did this show, because, ladies, I need y'all to understand. What's more important, the friendship or your future? That's from any friend. Yeah, y'all been cool since public school. They've been a part of your past. I said this before. And they're a friend up to this day. They're part of your present. But what about your future? It's a certain question you got to ask yourself. What's more important? Is it more important for you to stand on your own? Fuck that. Shout out to the ladies and the men, vice versa. You're not sleeping with your best friend. Let's get that clear. You're not sleeping with them. You're not talking any sexual conversation. But the only reason why you stand on that law is because that's the solidarity you want to have within your heart. Fuck that. Ain't nobody going to make me change my opinion for them. But what about changing the opinion for us? Because it's going to go from one argument to it being, all right, you right, to it still sitting in the back of someone's head, male or female, to another argument. And then you know how we start to convince each other, yeah, you know you're right. Maybe I'm looking in this too a little deep. Maybe I'm bugging the fuck out. Then it's going to go into another argument. And this is when explosions happen. This is when explosions happen. Eve said, I had to learn the hard way. When you reject them, they no longer your friend. They no longer your friend. Mount Vernon said, okay, example, Big Dice. What if your new girl told you she don't want you to talk to Queen anymore on the phone? Who's Queen? Oh, you're talking about a hypothetical, like you're talking about a hypothetical thing. Because me and Queen, I don't have Queen E number. I swear to God, I don't. But if you're talking about hypothetically, yeah, if I had somebody in my life and they said to me, yo, check this out. Any woman that I may be talking to on the phone is disrupting them or disrupting their spirit. I got to respect that and I got to stand on that. I got to. That's just who I am. I keep trying to tell people, though, don't kill me for what I believe in. Please, I tell everybody that. Don't kill me. But if I'm with a woman and she says to me, yo, check this out. Yo, I don't even really appreciate how that bitch be calling you like that. Like, why she always got to come to you for your motherfucking advice? Where her man at? Like, that shit is either way she described that shit to me, in a calm tone, an aggressive tone, or in a mean demeanor. I got to respect it, because if it's about me and her and that's a friend, that friend should understand what I'm saying, because I'm going to holler at the friend. Yo, check this out. I don't know what it is, but you got shorty on some real funny shit. She ain't trusting your vibe. You know this is my sugar booger right here. I ain't trying to fuck it up. I'm going to holler at you. If I holler at you, if it's some emergency shit, do me a favor. Hit me up at a decent time so she can be right there to respect it, because I ain't going to try to fuck my life up because of some bullshit in the street, because nobody should do that to you. And then Keith said, you don't see? That's another thing I wanted to talk about. That's another topic I wanted to talk about. That's another topic I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Keisha, for bringing that up. Because number one, if you are friends, right? Say I'm a friend, I have nobody. You're my friend, you have nobody. Why we can't have sex?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of mind I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean it's bitch sharp. One cross, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
To tear y'all asses up now. Y'all know I get on my shit. You know I got a method to my madness. You mean to tell me I'm not involved with nobody and you're not involved with me and you're my best friend, and we get a little frisky, getting in the mood of some attention sexually. What's wrong with me and you having sex? Especially if you're not involved and I'm not involved and we don't have any quote unquote feelings attached to the sex. We're just having annual sex to relieve stress. Is anything wrong with that? Always the queen said, because you're just a friend. And that's that. See, that's what Bismarck said. You hear what Bismarck said? You was trying to remind me of Bismarck. He said, you got what I need. You say just a friend. And that can definitely end the friendship. Only Child said, to have a friend, you must know how to be a friend. Male friend and I have been friends for 30 years. Let me ask you a question, Only Child. Did you ever think about sleeping with him? I'm talking about for 1 second, for one increment. I ain't never said nothing about being with him. Has anything ever happened or erupted in your mind? He might have had a nice suit on. He might have smelled good. He might have said something that stimulated your mind and made you say, damn. She said, no. Do you think he's ever thought about that about you? She said, nope. That's a fact. Casual sex can... What the fuck is you smoking on always, a queen? Because you be having it. Yo, send me some of that shit, nigga. What the fuck is you smoking on? Give me some of that. I got to have it. Yeah. Miss Miyagi says some deep shit. Feelings are eventually going to come about because let me explain something to you. I can tell you some stories. I done seen situations when we was coming up in the hood where it'll be that one dude that'll deal with a girl saying he don't give a fuck about her because she done slept with maybe 2 dudes in the neighborhood that he know about or 3 dudes that he know about in the neighborhood, but do something to that girl or let it find out that that girl got in love or fell in love. He gonna go crazy. She said, no, could be because I was attracted to his brother. That makes some sense too. So I know he was on your back because, you know, that's what happened with brothers. The girlfriend, the other brother is always attracted to. Always. Facts. See that? You didn't answer that twice. Bing bong. He said somebody is going to catch feelings. This is where it gets deep. If you initially said this is supposed to be just a friends. You know how that's why I brought that up. A friends with benefits. I never heard it say friends turn into commitment. It's a friends with benefits. Initially, from day one, when y'all start this contract and agreement, we're going to be fucking every now and then, but no feelings. The minute somebody gets feelings, we're going to stop. So you mean tell me I'm the only person that been through that? So I'll tell the truth. I don't know about y'all. I'm the only person that been through that. You mean tell me out of everybody that's in this motherfucker, I'm the only person that had somebody and we was just cool. And then I was like, well, you know what? We ain't gonna fall in love. I'm not gonna start liking you. She said, bitch, Dice, you know I ain't gonna fuck with you like that, nigga. I'm just high, nigga. I'm feeling freaky that night. Big Danny, I see you in the building, girl. He said, if you have an understanding from the jump, it's truly understood. That's a different scenario. Facts. He said, no, two people can lay down and say no feelings. That's old school right there. That's a fact. She said, two motherfuckers lay down, one gonna wake up with feelings. That's an old school fact. Shout out to my Aunt Ho Cotton. She always say that shit. She said, because a man can look down more than, she said, no, because a woman can look down more than a man can look up. I never understood when she said that. She said, because a woman could look down more than a man could ever look up. I didn't understand that when I was younger. My man said, hell no. He said, I was 3/4 with that contract, of course, back in the days. Of course, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about now. We too old for that shit. I'm talking about when we thought we was fly, my man. I'm talking about way before our back injuries. And shout out to you too, Mount Vernon, because I went and checked it out and they did the x-rays and they said, tell you the truth, it was no abnormalities in the x-rays. They're going to send me to one more specialist to make sure to do some. I think they're going to try to give me a full body MRI. But they were just saying that my vertebrae was actually shifting because of the car accident. Everything the doctor said, it was pinching my sciatic nerve. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they said I'm all right. They let me go back to work. So I appreciate everybody for their prayers for that. I mean that sincerely. See, that's the shit that really means something to me. More people comment about me coming out the hospital, or more people will leave condolences because of your aunt or something like that. That's better to me. See, that's what I use my YouTube platform for. Shit, I miss my aunt. Shit, I miss my motherfucking aunt. But friends with benefits, one gonna get up with feelings. And usually when the other one don't have feelings and start saying, why you acting like this? Like he said, like Always a Queen said, like Only Child said, now the friendship is going to come to a hard test and it's going to separate. This is why I think when it comes to best friends between male and female, there should be a limit of interaction. A limit of interaction, because if you're interacting with somebody on a regularly basis, that's somewhat like dating. Open up to them intimately about your everyday ups and downs, certain things that's bothering you, your fears, your insecurities. That's damn near dating. That's like back in the days when what it was called back in the days, pen pal. Remember that? Pen pals? That's damn near dating. That's damn near dating. Ron BX, salute. Let's get into this Jaffe, y'all. The link is dropped if anybody want to pull up and get into this quote-unquote conversation. You dig? Shout out to Dog Soldier, man, in the Continental. We're going to shout it out for him. Let's go. Snap Bob, salute.
You better watch your mouth, your jaw made of glass. I mean good, I'm at the table with a plate of bass. It's just me and my gun, knife, and a Jason mask. If you know, you know. Wrong or right, they gon' go if I go. Go. Mike Jack glove in a Jason mask. I ain't stopping for the fuzz, I'ma push the gas. Or red Dickies, niggas the blessed way. 31 that number for image, nigga, the West way. Trust me, if I get your chain, it ain't no coming back. I booked them with the same gun I got for money stacks. Yeah, shit be weighing on my chest heavy. I lost too many in the field, that's why I moved deadly. Doing all that cock boom ain't gon' make me boom. You hit with hollows, put you right in the air. I hop balloon, you body stiff. Niggas suit that fit, they won't resume you. Buying all these bricks come with mall ties, hog ties, short with the chicken, I get them farm fried. Or even Kennedy, get left with no identity. The remedy is mixed with a bullet size of a centipede. When I open, show him the power of $1. That's your man, if you pay him enough, be the one that, yes. He thought that was his man until you shot him. You better watch your mouth, your jaw made of glass. I mean good, I'm at the table with a plate of bass. It's just me and my gun, knife, and a Jason mask. If you know, you know. Wrong or right, they gon' go if I go. 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 Go.
They gon' die if they send a threat. They talking crazy, but they internet. They catching plays, so we intercept. We invest. 60 P's in a fishing net. We the best. Feel like Khaled when I get the check. God did. Bless me when them bullets came and then the car slid. I gave them everything out the thing. They knew I was the shooter by my diamond ring. I'm hitting hard, rocking school bells, shopping rents. They say I'm top tier, I had to climb the ranks. I don't play about my lady, that's designer state. Watch your mouth, before the bomb squad, watch your house. 103rd, 113, the cops is out. I tell them do their job, we still popping out. Summertime, you know Southside gon' raise the body count. Hit that boy so many times they made his body bounce. If I can sell a whole thing, I sell it by the ounce. For real, nigga. When I talk, it's all facts. I'm the illest, cause I make real niggas just won't rap. They say they did something to me, that's all cap. I can lose it all, I'm still getting it all back. I'm a hustler, nigga.
You better watch your mouth, your jaw made of glass. I mean good, I'm at the table with a plate of bass. It's just me and my gun, knife, and a Jason mask. If you know, you know. Wrong or right, they gon' go if I go. Go.
Jimmy, huh? Yeah. I was born, he hoes in his face. I turned him Voorhees. Chased him down while he was running. He dropped his door keys. Never good weather. Call me the hood Hefner. All this water on my neck, Jason could never. Yeah, my Tula hook. I could have ran, but I choose to walk. Knock your head off, Jason in New York. Y'all better back off, nigga. I'm in the track hook. Moms get you straight for a nickel. This shit is scratch off. Can't hide behind the tent with this Mac boss. Just know the shit'll get ugly. I take this mask off. Raw rag birds huddle for this dawn bread. Switchy knock the lights off quickly, nigga. I'm Carnage. I'm in the class by myself. Guess I'm self-made. I got a gun the size of elf to get yourself laid. Might not pen a comment, but I pen a bonnet on the headboard and make a scream heavy on it. Outside when y'all niggas was begging. First shiesty was a Nike, was my auntie leggings. Being niggas like Kermit in the crib, nigga, open that. Or leave a pool in your living room, let you flow in that. These niggas ass God. I'm in the rape shit, got mad stars, lions and tigers, it's Madagascar. Gang.
Shout it out to Super 2 and Chilling with Love. Y'all wouldn't even know they're the reason why I did this show. It's been a topic for years. Bad Vibes is in the building. I see you, Bunny. They're the reason why I did this show. If y'all didn't see the interview, the conversation I had with Chillin' with Love, please get over to that channel and watch it. I think that was the realest interview I've ever had. Now, Vibes, on some real shit vibes, an interview, get over there with Chillin' with Love, bro. I stamped that. I don't know if you seen that interview, Vibes. Ain't no messy shit coming out of her mouth. Ain't no disrespectful shit coming out of her mouth. Go holler at her. For real. Like when it comes to an interview, if y'all really want to help her and let her channel grow, because there's some great women that need to be interviewed also, get over there to Chillin' with Love. It ain't no controversy. Matter of fact, I would love to see a Queen Eve Chillin' with Love. On some real shit. She crazy as hell, but the motherfucker's interesting. You dig what I'm saying? Crazy as hell. But Eve's very fucking interesting. You dig what I'm saying? She ain't got no problems with nobody. And the bulk part is that's why I said I I did this because of my man Super. If y'all notice, I didn't even notice it a couple of times. Super ain't been here. Super has not been in the chat since the conversation I've had with Chillin' With Love. That's my man. I've even heard that Super was upset, and he said on I think it was Clubhouse or something, he was like something about Chillin' With Love, Big Dice, they had an interview. I ain't going over there. I ain't fucking with them no more. I hope that's not true. And if he said that, I don't even look at it like that, because let me explain something to you. When it comes to friends, I fuck with Super. Fire. And when it comes to friendships between men and women, Super and Chillin' With Love had a great friendship as far as a support team that I know of. I don't know anything else. Anything else that I did know ain't none of my motherfucking business, because I noticed certain information that you hear, you got to really check where the information comes from. A couple of times Chillin' With Love came over here and supported the show. And everybody know me and her bumped heads a couple of times, and we didn't have no fucking problems. Like I said, it's always something in the chat. Or it's always something pertaining to our feelings. When your mind tells you that someone is trying to insult you or trying to disrespect you, some of us don't think. We just, just go. Intelligence over ignorance. That's my motto. That woman had the honor that she even brought it up to ask me to do a show with her. I was so honored, and I respected that. Like I said, because she didn't have to ask me that. But then I thought about it. I paid attention to the situation with her and Super. So if Super's watching, or if Super watched this show, I don't care about all that shit. Because when we get upset, we say certain things that we don't really mean. Because Super has held me down over here forever. So as far as me and Team Guardian, Super's he's always welcome over here. His rent's still there and everything. But when it comes to friendships between men and women, he was cool with Miss Love. I don't know what happened between them that their friendship separated, but it's a dangerous separation. It's a dangerous separation. So many times, Chief State, Big DS1 is in the building. Boy, let me tell you something. That show you did the other day, I clipped the beginning of that motherfucker. If you watched my show yesterday, I played your ass for about 11, 12 minutes. I started from the 20-minute mark on your show, brother. When you was talking about if we have to ask each other about our role in relationships. Boy, you something terrible, bro. You are something terrible, brother. But in a good way. In a good way, y'all. I just said this on my show. I've never heard this man name in nothing. I've never heard him. The only time I see him get hype is when he's trying to teach us something. And shout out to the mods over there, the women that be holding it down in his chizak. But this is what I mean about friendships between men and women. And this is what I mean when I be talking to my sisters about how y'all openly and over-aggressively speak to some of these people that you don't know. And then sometimes, pay attention, you link up with somebody off of YouTube that you don't know their background. That's like bringing a pit bull into the house and you don't even know if that shit is inbred, whether it got rabies, whether it kill, whether it bite. You don't know nothing. You just see a pit bull and bring it in the house. See, a lot of y'all got to start praying. When you start giving God some glory, Chillin' With Love is in the building. When you start giving God, Allah, some glory, I'm telling you, things will turn around, because them demons in your mind is what be conjuring up this bullshit. Like I was saying with Chillin' With Love and Super. He's upset, I guess, because of Chillin' With Love doing the interview and showing her love to me, and I'm showing the love right back to her. We ain't got no problems with each other. But it does disappoint me that them two have a problem. If that make any sense, that's why I've said so many times before Chillin' With Love, before I even knew she was watching my show, she here now. I was saying, yo, Super, like, yo, just chill. Like, yo, matter of fact, just pull up, talk to her. If you got a number, call her. Call her. Let me explain something to you about men. To the ladies in the building. That's why I'm so cold. And if I say, quote unquote, you my sis, you my sis. Appreciate you, Bunny. She said, thank you for making me smile. Now, see, that's God right there. I appreciate that super chat too, girl. I'm reading the thank you for making me smile. I didn't understand how cool Chilling with Love was. I thought she was a maniac. I thought this lady was crazy, insane, and deranged. I am not gonna lie to y'all. I said, this bitch is a bird. And that shit is totally the opposite. I went over to her show a couple of times and she was in bad mood. Like, if you play with her, I didn't understand that she has a crowd that she deals with from, what's that shit called, y'all? What's the shit called? Clubhouse. And on YouTube. She got a fan base. You dig what I'm saying? But if you go over there at the wrong time, she been calm though. And ever since, I noticed since we did that interview, certain things that I was talking to her about, just unsubscribe. Get these niggas out your fucking algorithm. She advocates that. So, like, if you go over there at the wrong time, sometimes in the past, you might catch on a certain spirit. Y'all know how I am. She knows and understands how I am now. See, some people like, your Dice beat. Nah, Dice really dead on. I'm like dead on some peaceful shit. Because I've been through so much war. Me, certain things I get away from. Like, y'all know, if somebody come in here playing and I chat, boom! I don't even play like that. I don't even play like that. But you got to understand when you go to other people's chats, you got to know what they accept. Chilling with Love, friendship, and support through Supra. I know he got to know a side of her that none of us will know. I'm not talking about anything intimate. I'm talking about friends, y'all. But I think my man just fell. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And me personally, let me tell y'all something. Thank God I ain't go through no shit, but I went through this shit in real life. I know what it is to want to fuck with a chick and then me and her on some real cool shit. And then, you know, something may happen where somebody else may grab her interest. And that shit made me turn into when I used to suffer from bitch assness. It's a very bad disease. I talked about this for a long time from day one. We suffer from bitch assness. When we start telling ourselves that we think we're better than every fucking body. That's a rare disease. That's a rare disease. See, like I told y'all, like mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all when it came to Snow White? They made it seem like it was some mythical spirit that was talking to her. No, that was the conscience of the queen. That mirror said to her, yo, check this out. You look all right, but you ain't gonna never be the one as long as there's a motherfucking Snow White. That shit, let me tell you something. That shit put an anger and an enragement inside of her where she wanted Snow White to die. Shit, y'all talking about mental illness on YouTube. That's mental illness in motherfucking Walt Disney. Just because a woman she know is younger than her, maybe more firm, maybe more attractive, may has to put on less makeup. It enraged her so much where she wanted that woman to die. You see what Miss Miyagi said? What comes out of your mouth really reflects what's in your heart. That's real. That's why I know whatever situation they got, I've been praying on it. And I hope to see Super over here again because I know he has to care about her. It's nothing wrong with that, y'all. The fucked up part is if you watch Chilling with Love show, Chilling with Love got about 70,000 niggas over there that's going crazy. And I never understood until Chilling with Love got tired. And I erased the show. That's the least I could do because she wasn't playing. I did a show one day, Super pulled up. He expressed something that he felt. I'm talking about Chilling with Love is a fucking detective. It wasn't 2-3 hours later. That shit was on the motherfucking message. Yo, check this out, bro. I thought we was good. I'm about to go. I told y'all about playing with me. I said, oh my God. I said, here we go. I said, oh shit. Chilling with Love. She didn't kill me. Thank God, y'all. She didn't kill me. she didn't kill me. She was like, but Dice, why? She said, like she gave me a chance. She said, are you sure you're not involved with this? Because I can get you right now. I don't care. I'm like, oh my God. So I just took the shit down. I took the shit down. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I got the right to delete what I want to delete. You dig what I'm saying? But I heard her say something that I had to hear. It's always three sides of the story. It's your side, it's my side, and it's the truth. I heard Chilling with Love's side. And tell you the truth, when I was suffering from bitch assness, some of the things she called out in characteristics that he may have displayed are sure signs of someone suffering from this disease. We don't want y'all talking to this one. We got code words. If we had to chest, say back in the days when we sitting at the table playing spades with somebody we fucking with, we say certain things like, what y'all getting ready to do? I'm about to go home and go to sleep. That means, yo, walk away, go down the block, go up to St. John's, come down, you then come back down because I don't want to fuck with these niggas no more. When she says certain things that I ain't going to go into, it's like something hit me like, yo, it's more to this story. And the moral of the story is, my nigga care about her. You know I ain't dissing him. That's my bro. I don't give a fuck if he mad at me. That's shit. Everybody always get mad at Dice. Fuck it. They be get mad at Dice day like every other day. That means I'm chosen. See, that don't bother me no more. Because that means I got a purpose. Because if you get mad at me, that means God has put me in your heart that make you pay attention to something I'm saying. So it's only two things people get mad at, being offended or the truth. Am I speaking? Two things people gonna get mad at, being offended or the truth. Me, I'm not gonna offend nobody if I can't help it. But I'm gonna tell you the motherfucking truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. For real. Whether the shit get me punched in the mouth, killed, beat up, 1,000 goddamn videos made on me on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's just simple and plain. I don't care about that. See, I done been through all that YouTube shit. Going on August month, it'll be 2 years. I done been through the nips and that. Oh, he's talking about me. I'm going to go, ah! And that shit's bullshit. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. That shit don't even mean nothing to me no more because I don't understand this shit, so I'm not going to try to figure out foolishness. I strive for intelligence. I don't strive to be dumb. I'm not going to play you in chess if I'm going to keep beating you. That's going to fuck my game up. You know what I'm saying? That's going to fuck my whole strategic way of thinking up because chess is a way of life. Them 64 squares is very, very dangerous, man, because you're going to have somebody that you trust with your life, that you know if something went wrong, they're going to be there. Then you're going to have somebody to be able to calm your ass down and go, yo, check this out. You're moving like a fucking sucker. You're moving like a sucker. It's good to have some property. It's good to have some property in case of an emergency to build up equity. But then you got to know your role as the fucking king. And if you're blessed enough to have a woman, you got to know her role as the queen. A queen isn't supposed to be chained like the Statue of Liberty. See, a lot of people don't look at the foot of the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty has a chain that she broke away from on her foot. But see, women, real queens ain't supposed to be chained. They're not supposed to be hovered over like hawks. Supposed to let them fly. Supposed to do whatever they want to fucking do because they know what to do and they how to move. Like the word China said, a real queen moves accordingly. Accordingly. Simple and plain. That's why I talk to you as my sisters when it comes to y'all with the dude at the job that y'all think is cool that just want to have lunch every fucking day. All of a sudden, he just want to have lunch with you every day. Or he want to have lunch with you on a day he get paid for he can order some extra shit for you because he's telling you straight up and down, he's feeling as though you for sale. When we was younger and we cared about love, it wasn't about no fucking for sale. A lot of these niggas looking at women like they prostitutes. Ladies, I'm telling y'all, they looking at y'all like y'all are not worth nothing but sex. And that shit is weird. This shit is weird. And then a lot of you niggas, y'all get mad when I say this. That's why a lot of you niggas hate me, because y'all don't got personality. And you know these broads look at y'all like suckers. Number one, if y'all ain't gonna stand on law for yourself, you'll never stand on law for any woman that choose you, sissy. We used to call y'all sissies back in the days. And that has nothing to do with homosexuality. That meant you just had the heart of a bitch, excuse my language. Oh, prostitution is the Constitution, Bunny. You know that. Shout out to my homegirl, Val. You know, hold up, Bunny. You know how I feel about that. Y'all know how I feel about that. I ain't never said I was upset with a motherfucking woman that'll rock that twat to make sure that shit, that thing you sitting on is very, very powerful. But see, like my mother said, there's two type of women. I told y'all this. There's hoes and there's whores. Whores fuck because they have to. Right or wrong. And hoes
I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me.
And hoes fuck because they have to. And that's a cold-blooded fact. I ain't knocking nobody for getting some motherfucking money. I done did worse than fucking, ladies. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Consciously knowing what I was doing. Not spiritually knowing what I was doing, but consciously, I knew what I was doing. Spiritually, was not involved. But I knew what I was doing when I was doing certain shit. So I don't make no excuses for that. So I gotta knock somebody for what they do. Shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers running around broke. I just told my cousin. I said this on one of my shows. My cousin asked me for $1 for a black and mild. I said, you come from a long line of great bitches with pussy. What's wrong with you? How are you sitting in a goddamn gas station in this hot-ass sun looking like a slave in the movie Django talking about your cuz, can I get $1 for a black and mild? And you come from a long line of great women with pussies on them. You come from that McDowell and that McLeod blood. What are you doing, fool? A lot of people don't know their worth. It's not who you fuck, ladies. It's why you fuck. Same thing with niggas. Same thing with niggas. Like, we from a different era. My man Sheep is in the building. DS will tell you, we from a different era. Like, it was a certain thing. We didn't care about how many niggas you fucked, but we cared about who we knew you fucked. Like, oh, you fucked that nigga? You can't even get no dick. I'm from that era. See, a lot of them niggas running around today to fuck anything. I'm from that era where I say no. You can't get no dick. Aha, in the words of El Compa. Real gangster shit. A lot of women ain't never heard that. Aha. No, I'm not fucking you, doo-doo head. You fuck that nigga. But that was in junior high school. I don't give a fuck. It's still in my mind. You fucked him. The nigga was filthy in junior high school, and he's more filthy now. This is a different way. I don't know. I'm real picky, man. It's like certain shit. I'd be like, nope, 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 can't do it. Nope, 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 no, no. Back in the days, women were very, very picky with who they slept with. I ain't saying nothing about who they played. I ain't never said nothing about who they got that bread from. Because getting bread from a nigga and fucking a nigga is two different things. Remember, ladies? It's two different things. It was always a nigga that just wanted to give a chick some money. That's a fact. Thank you, Keish. They don't know. You heard what he said? Boycott the bird brains and airhead fellas. Talk to him, Sheep. And if y'all not, yo, Sheep, you got your wrench, my nigga, and you a member. I appreciate that. Drop them motherfucking links in there, man. Because that show you did, even though all these shows is crazy, it's like certain shows, like I be at work now, so I be catching in certain shit. That dude is dangerous. His mind is very, very blessed from the Most High. Like, that's a very, very intelligent, interesting man, yo. For real, like, on some grown shit. Like, only a child would not be interested in what he doing. Dirty Bronx native, I see you in the building. Emmanuel, I see you in the building. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Mount Vernon Ray said a dry purse and a wet box don't match. That's a fact. Oh, Bunny will tell you straight up and down. See, if y'all don't know who Bunny is, she can pull up whenever she wants to. Matter of fact, I'm ready to do a conversation with Bunny. Bunny was misunderstood on YouTube too, and she always stayed loyal over here, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. She just paid attention and listened to shit. Bunny still pop up. And if you say something about her, she's coming. If you say something about Bunny, she is going to pop up on your ass. And if you're stupid, you're not going to understand the goddamn thing she's saying. That's why I remember one day I'm going to say it. She was on Velo's show. They couldn't understand the thing that she was saying. That's why they got mad at her. You know how you get mad at somebody because when they're saying something to you with articulation that actually means something and you don't understand what they're saying, it sounds like they're going, wah, 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 wah. I'm laughing like a motherfucker in the cut. She will go up there with the Michelle A voice and cut your head off, nigga. And cut your head off. And cut your goddamn head off. And that's that. Got a shout out to the women on YouTube, man. They doing what they got to do. Eve going crazy. She don't give a fuck. She got the game locked. Eve is not playing with nobody. Eve done went viral. That's a cold-blooded fact. Eve went viral. That Clash of the Titans, China did, shout out to 050. I'm telling you, I think that was the best one ever. I'm glad ain't nobody get hurt. Let me say that. I'm so glad ain't nobody get hurt. I'm just running my mouth right now. But that shit was crazy. Just Eric, I see you in the building. Salute. That shit was crazy. Yo, when I seen Eve shake that motherfucking door, and I thought I heard the building shaking. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear that shit? Yo, when she shook the fucking door, it's like I heard the foundation of the building shaking. For real. She was in a different mood that day. That was a different energy right there, bro. If you watch me on the show, my man was like, yo, did your Wi-Fi freeze up on you, Dice? Because I was like this. My nigga thought my Wi-Fi froze up. No, I was in shock. That's a fact, Dirty Bro. Eve is fucking, yo, she ain't the one. Yo. And I just pray for her because her temper. But she got a lot of shit going on. See, a lot of shit in the real world Eve got going on. People, they overlook that. And that's why I be saying, sometimes you got to leave people the fuck alone, man. Like, you'll never know what's bothering somebody from another place. And your ass be the one to catch it when they catch your ass. That's I don't know. It don't pay nobody. It don't cost you nothing to leave somebody the fuck alone. For real. For real. Don't cost you a dime. And shout out to my man Superman. Like, I don't like the fact that I ain't seen him over here a couple of times, but nah. Ain't nobody, I hope, if he's seeing this, I want you to understand I never go against you, bro. Never. And shout out to Chillin' With Love. Chillin' With Love ain't asked no questions about Super. None. She didn't ask no questions about nobody except Busta Rhymes and Puff. Somebody else she asked me about. Busta Rhymes, Puff. Yeah, she asked me about me. And certain things, like a real interviewee should. Great conversation. She wasn't with no messy shit. She said, I overheard my mother tell my neighbor, damn, he sent you home hungry with a wet ass. I was 5 and cracked up, but didn't even age and even caught the lesson. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's like Bunny. She tell you in a minute. She don't trust you, Brack. She said, black niggas? She said, I don't trust them, Dice. Them niggas ain't got, they too cheap. She said, I don't trust them. Them black guys, fuck them niggas, Dice. Them niggas is pieces of shit. But if the niggas from Espanol, I'm ready to rock and roll. I ain't mad at her. She said, if he from Espanol, I'm ready to rock and roll, Dice. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you that. I got you. Yeah, I got that. I swear to God, I got that for you. I got that, Mount. I got that for you. I remember that. AP sent me that when I was at work. I got you. I swear to God, Keish. She ain't fucking with too many colored dudes. You got to just be cool. You got to really be cool for her to fuck with you. She got to know you good. You know what I'm saying? Because one day she popped up on the stage over here, and it was me and Dog Soldier. She was like, nah, you guys are all right. She said, you guys are all right. So she blessed the stage. She was like, you motherfuckers, y'all think different. Y'all got some brains on y'all. So, you know what? Y'all all right. I ain't going to chew y'all goddamn head off. But she don't give a fuck about that shit. She don't give a fuck. And you know what? I think about this shit because I didn't even really think about to what she just said until just now. This is a cold-blooded fact. When it comes to the Hispanics, let me tell y'all some real shit. When it comes to the Hispanics and the Africans right now, y'all don't remember back in the days, they used to be like, oh, the Mexicans is getting all the jobs. You're right. But now it ain't just Mexicans. It's people from Mexico, from Ecuadorians, El Salvador, all type of foreign countries. Yo, let me tell you something. Right now, I got an African dude that work with me named Beanie. When I mean this dude make me laugh all day, y'all. And then I started looking at him. Then I started looking at the Hispanic dudes because they got the jack driver. They got a lot of the jack driving jobs motherfucking locked down. You know why they got a lot of the jack driving jobs locked down? Because they ain't on no drugs. You know why a lot of niggas don't want to take a jack driving job? Because they either smoke weed or they be at work drinking, and they know they're going to get a breathalyzer or they're going to get a urinalysis, so they say they're going to stay away from them jobs because that's the dangerous jobs. But pay attention to this. The Hispanics, them niggas ain't doing nothing but drinking beer, and they ain't coming to work drunk. They ain't coming to work drunk. She said, that's true, Dice. All the migrant women here, I live selling pussy. Facts. She said, respectfully, Latin men put their hands on women faster than brothers do. Now, you know what? What Dog said is the truth, but I'm going to tell you something. The Spanish men that I've met, the Latin dudes that I've been around, believe it or not, there's domestic violence in the case. I swear to God, but it be the women. The women be slapping the shit out of them when they get drunk. I swear to God, the women will slap them. They slap them a lot. And that's one thing I've said about some of the Hispanic men that I met, the self-control and the discipline they got. I got to respect that shit. Because everybody ain't got that control. You slap me? For real, it's like because when they all, like the Spanish dude, like my nigga Juan, my nigga Pito, and my nigga Don, all they want to do is get some 16, they want an 18-pack of Bud Ice when they get off. That's all they want to do. They want to take their shirt off. They want to sit on the porch and drink till they get tired. Usually the fight starts when they get drunk and start talking loud and hollering and joking and playing. The woman who used to come outside, my man Tito, his wife beats him up every other day. But he would not put his hands on her, man. Yo, they just did, and they short. They short. For some reason, Spanish dudes I know is real short. But when it comes to the migrants, we're gonna talk about the Haitians, the Africans, and all that. Yo, I'm telling you, they want to work. Let me tell you something. I was watching Beanie next to me, right? We loading up the motherfucking boxes and all that shit, and I'm looking at him. Even though I have that determination and that will in my eye now as an older person, I wish I would have had many, many years ago. Beanie, he got that. He's 27 years old, and the look in his eye is like, yo, he's so happy that he's at work. Like, this is some real shit I'm about to tell y'all. This dude is proud that he got a job. He wears Reeboks to work. He said, I love Reeboks, Dice. I love Reeboks. Because I told him I ain't seen Reeboks in so long, but I didn't even know the nigga had on a fly pair of fucking Reeboks. I'm like, yo, where the fuck you get them Reeboks from? Yo, Philly, salute. I'm like, where the fuck you get them Reeboks from? He said, what? What do you say to me now, Dice? What do you say to me now? I said, just sneakers. He said, Marshalls. I couldn't understand what he was saying. He was saying Marshalls. He got the Reeboks from Marshalls, blue and white with the Reebok on the back. Them shits is fire. And I start talking to him like it was a conversational piece because I said, Joe, back in the days, them 5411s is what our women. He said, I do not know what you are saying to me, Taz. What do you mean 5411? What do you mean? I said, nah, man, it was 49. I said, the females had a pair of Reeboks that was $49.99 plus tax. I said, you know, like when you put the tax on. He said, he ain't understand a motherfucking thing I was saying. He just said, yes, I understand. You know how they talk. Oh, yes, I understand. That nigga ain't understand a motherfucking thing I was saying to him. But he was having a conversation with me. All jokes aside, y'all, when I didn't come to work for my aunt's funeral, I come to work Friday. That nigga said, why do you not come work to? Why do you not come to work? I look for you yesterday. I look for you. I do not see you. Why do you not come to work, Daz? Yo, when I told this nigga my aunt passed away, he said, this nigga start moving like he in a Wakanda movie. I swear to God, that nigga just came and grabbed me, y'all. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make this shit up. I'm joking about the shit. Y'all laughing. I can't make this shit up. The man came and grabbed me. He said, she is in heaven. That nigga hugged me like when Black Panther died. That nigga said, she is in heaven. She is in heaven, Big Dice. That nigga sound like a reverend or something, like he was a pastor in his country. And I am so, I'm just so glad that they put him there because it's a dude out there. I don't want to say his name because there's certain people that be watching the show. It's a nigga out there, y'all. Oh my God. They put this nigga next to me to do boxes, and this nigga came to me and said, yo, you want to go to the bathroom? And I almost died. This nigga smelled like shit. Like, I'm going to keep it funky, y'all. The odor that came off this nigga disrupted my stomach. Word up. It gave me peace to my soul, Miss Miyagi, the way that man hugged me. He said, she is in heaven. I tell you that, Big Dice. I tell you that. He said that shit like a reverend. Yes. Start shaking his head and all that shit. You dig what I'm saying? But the nigga that used to work in the spot that he works in, yo, Sheep, I'm dead ass serious, yo. It was a nigga that used to work in his spot. Let me tell y'all something about God. I'm going to talk about God. Y'all watch all my shows. Alhamdulillah. I'm telling you, this is real with me. I love God for loving me. Please keep loving on me, God. I can show y'all a message right now that I got yesterday morning from another company that told me, yo, we got that spot for you. We want you to start working Monday at 10 o'clock. And I said to myself, oh, shit. Because it's much more money. This shit is much more money. I swear to God, the shit is much more money. 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 If y'all can see that, hold on. See if I can see this. Hold on, let me take the shit off the back. Go to my settings. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all right quick. Hold on. Let me show you something. You see right there? Oh. You see the message? Hey, good morning. This is Thomas out of downtown. You were put on the application. It was a while back. We didn't have the opening, but we have it. Hit me back in emergency. This is Thomas at Delta. I swear for God, y'all, I got that yesterday when I was at work. And then I told myself the minute I got the messages, oh, shit. God continuing to bless me. The job is closer to my house. The job pays more money than I'm getting paid right now. But I decided to stay with the job that I'm at with my peoples at shipping. You know why? When I went back to my old company with the shipping company, the love and the respect they gave me when they see me walk back through the door, like the dudes that I started the company with, now they all big wigs. They was like, Dice, why did you leave? Everybody, 3 of the dudes that I trained are now supervisors and plant operation managers. Check this out. They asked me, why did you leave, Dice? You know what I had to come to realize? Because I was ignorant. I didn't respect the order. I always had a problem with them talking to me about my job. Hey, that's some crazy shit. It's like the mentality from the street about, yo, I'm a boss. Don't be talking to me like that. Talk to that other nigga. I took that ignorant ass shit with me into the job. Now, God showed me a lesson. I can go 10 o'clock in the morning and start at this other job. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm staying with my people because that's where the bread is at, and that's why I feel comfortable. And like I said, I start thinking about people like Bimmy. You dig what I'm saying? Like when he saw me yesterday, he was like, why do you not come to work? I look for you. I look for you. This nigga pointing to his eyes and shit. Then my man Pedro or whatever like this, he was like, yo, what up, Big Dice? We was looking for you yesterday because, you know, I'm coming to work every day. So I was like, nah, I had to bury my aunt. You dig? So it's like certain things we are blessed for. Like for real. And I told y'all, I had the little dude that was next to me ready to flip. Yo, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. I told little nigga, go to the motherfucking bathroom. Nigga, get your mind right. You dumbass nigga. You've been working out here 4 years. You give him 1 more year. You crazy. You know what type of job description and job history you have? They're going to give you whatever you want when you ask for it. They know that you're going to work. They said, well, you know what? He got 5 years at one particular job. And you're under the age of motherfucking 25. That's some deep shit. Then before this job, you worked in Food Lion. Bagging bags. You got a job history. This is what differentiates you from them niggas in the street that you think they got it figured the fuck out. He's like, man, I'm tired of this shit Dice niggas be talking. Man, take your ass to the bathroom. I literally told him, call your girl on FaceTime and have her playing a pussy or something to calm your stupid ass down. The nigga went to the bathroom for about 27, 28 minutes. I'm damn near dying. But he came back and said, good looking OG. See, that's the definition of an OG. Chief, I see you in the building. He said, Elizabeth, New Jersey in the building. Yo, if there's any Latino woman at the job you're interested in, walk up to him and say, hola, mi hamburgosa. Yo. And he right, because that's all they say is hola, hola, hola. You ain't gonna get too much out of a Latin woman. Hola, hola. Anything else? Fuck all that other shit. But they will say, hola. They out there selling pork grinds, mango fruit. They hustle. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all something. Y'all laughing at the migrants. You need to start looking yourself in the fucking mirror and laughing at yourself. Streets got niggas so fucked up, they say what they not gonna do. Fuck that. I told my cousin, yo, you want a job? I'm not getting up at no 5:30 in the morning. I said, what you mean, brother? You know, I get you a job. You start out at $18.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your raise before 90 days. At 90 days, you'll be like 24. I'm not getting up at 5:30 in the morning. This nigga start talking like Martin Luther fucking King. Free at last, free at last. Then this stupid ass nigga gonna ask me this dumb ass question. I gotta tell y'all this shit. Well, how am I gonna get to work? If I'm telling you I got a job for you, I'm telling you I got a ride for you. Just don't have me go holler at my man that run the spot and be like, yo, my cousin want a job, and then my man tell me to do your application at the job, and he gonna tell me the next morning, have your ass there for 8 o'clock for your orientation, and you gonna start working. Just don't put my name on the line where you just gonna fuck. See, now I understand why a lot of people back in the days didn't get their friends no jobs. Now I see why. Because my grandfather, my grandmother, and all of them, they had pull. They worked at Kings County Hospital. But people be like, yo, Fred, get me a job. He'd be like, they ain't hiring. And I'm like, Pop, didn't you just say you got a girl a job? My grandfather used to be like, certain people don't want to work, boy. Certain people don't want to work. You make me go to holler at my mans and them, and they go around because it's a waiting process and all that. And it's a bunch of people that's waiting to come. So you mean to tell me I just holler at my mans and the next day your ass is employed, but you come to work the first day, you come to work the second day, but then your stomach hurting. That's type of shit they be saying down there. You know, my stomach was hurting. My leg hurt. I ain't feel like going nowhere. Motherfuckers start talking like Martin Luther fucking King, yo. As men, I ain't knocking nobody in the street. I've been there. But that shit is getting corny. That's really what's stunting your growth. It's stunting your growth with motherfucking the world. Yo, when I first moved to North Carolina, you want to hear some funny shit? I went to buy a car, right? Because my aunt said, baby, you need to start building up your credit. I said, what the fuck you mean building up my credit? She said, nigga, you're going to have to start building up your credit working. Get things that you got to start paying for. So I went to buy a motherfucking car. The lady said, you got bad credit? I said, no, man. She said, but you got something that's worse than bad credit. I said, what the fuck could be worse than bad credit? I don't owe nobody nothing. She said, baby, you ain't got no credit. She said, the first thing we want to know is how come you 34, 35 years old and you never had to ask for credit? I said, I bought all my cars and everything cash money. She said, that's where you messed up. She said, because number one, if you didn't need nothing when you was younger, why do you think somebody's going to give you something when you're older? These is facts. This is facts. They told me no credit is worse than bad credit. I'm like, I don't owe nobody nothing. They don't make a difference. They said, first of all, they don't know if you'll pay something back. I said, oh, shit. That's what the streets tell us. The streets tell us keep a shoebox full of money, pay for it cash. Streets tell us ain't no reason to be asking how much it is. We want it. We know we got the money. We going to get it. The streets is if the car is $18,000, we're going to give them $13,500 cash. They're going to give us a template for 30 days and we driving out. They don't give a fuck what happens after we drive out that car lot because they got that bread in front of them. And that's a different fucked up way to live. And they ain't telling us nothing about establishing no credit. They ain't telling us nothing about getting a credit card that starts out with $200 and they're seeing how much that you can maintain that'll turn into a $350, that'll turn into a $500, that'll turn into a $750, that'll turn into a $1,000, et cetera, et cetera. And then it'll turn into, you know what? Well, maybe you want a loan on a house. You see, they can't tell you, quote unquote, like I try to tell my little man, in a couple of more months, you've been working for this company for 5 years. So at least if you go say, you know what? I want to get my mother out this house. I want to get my grandmother out this old house. And I want a house that may cost $55,000. And that's a high number down here if you're buying a trailer or something like that. Or if I want a home, there might be a 3-bedroom with a backyard or something like that. And you can get a new thing that they got down here for first-time home buyers called rent to own. And you can pay $715 a month on owning as a mortgage. And then the first thing they're going to say is, well, do you have a job? Yeah, I got a job. How much you get paid at that job? It doesn't make a difference. If you get paid $300 a week at that job, if you've been at that job for 5 motherfucking years, they know that you got some money. They know that you are responsible. And they start thinking about the other things that you have made. You got a car too? Well, how much is your car note? $250 a month, $300 a month. So you mean to tell me how long you been paying off this car? Well, you know, I got like about 11 more months on it. 11 more months and I'm over. So now they're understanding that you are responsible and you're trustworthy, meaning you want to work for what you want. Just like in the street, they fucked us up. They made us hustle and bust our ass, duck them police, and duck them stick-up kids, and duck them undercovers to what we wanted for the Benzes, the jury, the notoriety, the fame, the popularity. And it's a bunch of niggas that I know that was getting a bunch of money that's sitting up in nursing homes right now on Medicaid. not a family member, is coming to see them in these fucked up nursing homes. I'm talking about niggas that had millions upon millions of dollars. The gangsters is going to work, but you got to go to work. Don't tell yourself you want to go to work if you're not ready to go to work. If you want to go to work and smoke weed on your lunch break, you ain't ready to go to work. The reason why I can tell you that because I did it. If you're not ready to go to work, I used to smoke a spliff on the way to work. I used to smoke half a spliff for my first lunch break. I used to smoke a half a spliff my second lunch break, and I smoke a spliff on the way home. I don't do none of that shit no more. That's on my mother's grave. I don't do none of that shit no more. I don't even go outside. They think I got Down syndrome. I'm sitting in the corner by myself. I ain't fucking with niggas. I'm not fucking with them broads. Because that's where the problems come from. Them niggas that want to be tough over them broads, just like these niggas on YouTube. But the difference about the shit is at the job, as opposed to YouTube, the niggas at the job get to physically see these broads that they'd never speak to. But in their mind, these niggas would be like, that's my girl. I was working here longer than you. Don't look at her. You better not think nothing to her. Don't let her speak to you first. You got an enemy for life. It's just like with some of these chats on YouTube. She said, 100, my parents told us to pay the entire balance off every month. If you can't, leave it in the store. Manuel says, I take care of my credit better than I take care of my eyes. Damn, brother. I hope you got a chauffeur or something like that. But back to what I was saying from the beginning of the show, I hope I gave y'all a great show on that one. Exactly. You see what you just said, like what Mount Vernon just said? When it comes to the situation with Super and Mimi. Super don't even want nobody talking to Mimi. I ain't talking about my nigga. I'm just telling you the truth. That nigga, if you say something to her and you ain't got no wrench, he gonna block your ass. You getting the fuck up out of here. So I got to talk to him about that too. Word up. But one thing I will tell y'all is I appreciate y'all for pulling up. My family's still down here. They going to church one more time Sunday for my aunt. But you know, they cooking a bunch of fish and frying fish and all that shit today. You dig what I'm saying? They got a bunch of motherfucking fish, bunch of fish, bunch of shrimp, bunch of fish. And they got hot dogs and hamburgers for them kids. So, you know, I'm going to enjoy them for a little bit, even though the heat is on slavery down here. I swear to God, Kunta Kinte was at my aunt's funeral. I'm telling y'all, when we was outside, I was standing next to LeVar Burton when he was getting beat in the scene where Lou Gossett Jr. had to save his ass. I'm telling you, it was so motherfucking hot. All right, Keith, I got you. Hell yeah, I'm eating that motherfucking food. Fuck you talking about? Good. Hell you talking about? It's all type of potato salad with mustard down here. Red velvet cake, German chocolate cake. It ain't like my Aunt Christine's, but you know, my aunt be hating, so now all of a sudden she want to make a German chocolate cake. Ain't nobody can touch my Aunt Christine German chocolate cake, but I will take a piece of that shit. My other aunt, she got that lemon crunch. They got that pound cake down here. They got that blueberry crumble, that raspberry crumble. Is y'all crazy? It's real disrespectful. I'm telling you about the fish, but you know black people always cook chicken. This is a fact. You see my nigga Sheep started laughing on that. Keith said, peace to all. That's a fact. You talking about everybody gonna eat that shit. Niggas, you crazy? Let me tell you something about the South. Motherfuckers eat around flies now. I used to always watch them damn commercials with the little kids at the stomach. I ain't trying to be funny, nothing like that. And they used to have the commercials when people used to be, you know, donating money because they said, these kids are sitting out there and they're starving. I used to be like, how these motherfuckers is eating all these sandwiches and bowls and rice with all these flies around them and shit like that? Oh, that's nothing. Oh, that's nothing. In the South, they don't give a fuck about that shit. If somebody make the right potato salad or sweet potato pie, that shit could be a wasp. They gonna get there, kill that goddamn wasp and eat that pie, that potato salad. Niggas don't give a fuck about that shit. Niggas don't give a fuck about no fucking flies in the South. Man, all that bougie shit, I left that in New York. Do you know what a fish fry is in the South? I'm talking about 200, 300 pounds of fish. See, because down here, see, and this is another thing when they say, before I get out of here, man. Tell them, sheep, don't give a fuck about no damn, what the fuck is he talking about? Sheep and what the fuck we give a fuck about a fly? Fuck a fly. Nigga, we don't give a fuck if we see an alligator. Black people down here, we got alligators and crocodiles. Motherfucking alligator come, you see motherfuckers putting their leg up on the table. Niggas ain't leaving their goddamn food. Fuck that alligator. Nigga, it's bears down here, nigga. We got blueberry bears. You can come in your motherfucking yard and the bears in your goddamn yard. I'm not talking about them big ass grizzly bears. No, I'm talking about the bears that be fucking with the fruit. Like if you're next to a blueberry field, you got bears around you. That's a fact. If you're next to a blueberry field, you got bears around your ass. And if you see a cub, you better take your ass back in the house, because if you see a baby bear, that mother is somewhere in the cut, because what the mother will do is let the cub go out and eat all the berries they want, eat all the berries they want. But if the grapes and all that shit, but if your ass go to fuck with that, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's exactly what we got down here. Go fuck with one of them bears when they out there eating them blueberries. See, because my aunts and them down here every summer, they pick blueberries. It's some mornings where they have to wait, or they might have to call the animal control, because it's bears out there fucking with the blueberry field. You can't play with them shits. Them shits will hurt you. Only Child said we got bears in VA now. That shit is real. That shit is real. That shit is real. And that's why I said the show I did today was my madness. It was just a little bit behind my madness, because it was inspired because of Super and Chilling with Love. Is it really, really cool for men and women to be friends, best friends, whether they're in relationships or not? See, this don't have nothing to do with the partners, even though I think there should be a boundary, because it may come across as, is like real intrusive. Somebody calling your man in the middle of the night, lady, somebody calling your woman in the middle of the night, my dudes. That's very intrusive to a person's personal space in a relationship with someone that they care about. But then we have to think about what comes with friendship. Conversations that we don't want to hear about. Like, for instance, when your homeboy keep telling you that, yo, the bitch is cheating, but every time he call you, he's telling you that she's cheating. We don't want to keep talking about that shit. But a friend has to be there to listen. Oh, yeah. And he said about flying venomous spiders. We got spiders down here to tear your ass up. We call them riding spiders. Them shits all type of colors, big and all that shit. Get bit by one of them shits. But to the fellas, I want y'all to ask this and think about this question tonight. Is it okay for your woman to be friends, best friends with a male? To the ladies, ask yourself, is it cool for your man to be best friends with another woman? That's them shits right there. Think about the conversations I said, y'all, because some of y'all said earlier that a man should not be talking to a woman, or a woman should not be talking to a man that they're friends with pertaining to sex. But if we're friends, we should be able to talk about everything. Friends with benefits. If we're both mature adults, you aren't involved with anybody and I'm not involved with anybody, what's wrong with us having casual sex? See what Only Child said? Because usually when two people lay down, one of them wake up with feelings. One of them get up with feelings, man. So the magic question of the day is it cool for men and women to be friends. I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?